Well, I saw a belligerent bear when I felt the energy behind your cards, Taurus. Like an angry bear, yelling, like spittle coming out of its mouth. Now, the bear, I think, is you guys. Or somebody you guys have to deal with. Somebody who's like an angry customer. A difficult person to deal with. A difficult customer. Now, the card you have on the board is Six of Pentacles, which does give me kind of a vibe of being a customer, a client, because Six of Pentacles is kind of like an exchange, so it can be an exchange of services and money, right? So it could very much be that you guys are dealing with, maybe you're acting like a belligerent bear of a customer this week, and that's gonna be something you're gonna have to deal with. Now, the other things that I saw a path, like just like a sidewalk, you know? And then I saw a crown. So it's like this person is almost like, if you're just in their way, they will yell at you. They're like that level, like they think that they need the path to be clear. You know, like they're a king, they need the red carpet, basically. That's how this person acts. So maybe you need to be aware that you could be acting this way and you don't even realize it, or we're gonna be talking about strategies for dealing with somebody who is like this, that you have to face this week. Now, I think that's all I felt here. Did I write anything else here? No, that's it. That's everything I wrote. So let's pull cards. Let's see what else we can come up with for that. Okay, so here we go. The Hierophant, that's why this person feels like it's entitlement. But it's entitlement from a sense of like, I'm older, wiser, better, more, richer. The Hierophant, I'm more established. I'm more established than you. And so I expect acquiescence. I expect you to treat me like to kiss my feet, basically. Six of Cups with the Hierophant is somebody who expects you to kiss their feet just from being a customer, just because they're engaging with you in like a brief exchange. So yeah, tough customer. A tough customer is what you're dealing with. On the bottom, you have Judgment. This person's very judgmental too, because if you step in their way, they're gonna yell at you. Like, you can't really do something, they just like judge you for it. Judgment with the Eight of Swords. It's like, they're out of touch. Eight of Swords and Judgment. They're out of touch and they make judgment out from being out of touch, right? Because they're the Hierophant. They're so established. Maybe they're older. Maybe they're like I said, older and out of touch. Okay. Let's see, I guess that's it for the bottom. Let's just pull Oracle cards. Let's see what else we get in terms of information. I am gonna pull advice in just a second. This is just more information. Any other information about the bear, the angry bear, and the crown? I feel like, okay, hold on. We got two cards. Holy shit. The King reversed. The King reversed is, it's like a bad leader. It's like someone, again, it's somebody who feels like they should be in charge, but maybe they're not. Or that's how they come off to people, is they need to be in charge. Or it's a bad king. It's like a shadow king, okay? That's how this person is, a shadow king. And with the sword reversed, they also don't see things clearly. They don't see, like, if you're in the path, you're in their way. It's like, no, I'm walking in the sidewalk. You're walking in the sidewalk. We're both just two people walking in the sidewalk, but they don't see it that way because they don't see things clearly. Maybe they literally can't, they have poor eyesight. I don't know. But I don't think so because they're the king reversed. They're a shadow king. So they don't see things clearly. It's more from a behavioral standpoint, and that's not a physical standpoint. Let's see what else there is. Wow. The bridge, Leo, and the number 2. They cause drama. They cause drama. Leo is dramatic. So again, the yelling, right? Very dramatic potentially. And it's almost like anything triggers them, the bridge. It's like anything can set them off. Anything is an opportunity for drama. They treat anything like an opportunity to create drama for the person who is dealing with them. My God, this person really seems terrible. On the bottom, we have the 0, which is like, again, it's not like they intend to be this way. It's just because they are this way. It's because they are the Shadow King. They literally just suck. They can't help themselves. They can't help but to suck. It's not deliberate suckage, if that makes any sense. Wow. All right, let's pull some advice. See what you guys can do about this person. Can I have some advice, please, on the angry bear? On the angry bear with the crown. The angry bear wearing the crown is what this is. So tell me about the bear wearing the crown. Oop, okay. All right, Two of Cups and the Hermit. I don't like it. Hold on. Yeah, look. The Empress, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. This person just... They find reasons to get people to do things for them. They expect people to do things for them. They expect people, maybe they're older, and they're like, oh, I can't lift that. Can you lift that for me? And the Empress, it's like, look at me. I can't do that for me. And then it falls on someone else, Three of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So it's always like they are putting other people in a position to do something for them, setting a high expectation, and then misunderstanding a situation, and then they get angry when things don't work out the way that they perceive things, but also they don't perceive things clearly. Now, looking at the top two cards, this could happen with anyone. This is like not even necessarily like a business. This person does this to every person that they encounter. Two of Cups. And it's even their friends and family. Everybody. They do this to everybody. They force other people to, they expect more out of other people than is really, like fair or reasonable. And then and it's because the Hermit with the Two of Cups, it's like, there's kind of like a woe is me here. It's like, oh, look at me, you can do that, you know, you can do it, your back is great, my back hurts, you know? So there's always a reason and a reason for them not to do something, and an expectation for some other person to do something in it, wherever they are. Now the advice here, hold on, actually, let's look at the advice here, because there's also an advice embedded in this. Because with the Hermit and the Two of Cups too, it's saying, don't offer. I mean, the more you offer, the more this person's going to accept. And again, they don't really have a clear sense of gratitude. It feels a little entitled. Let's pull up Oracle cards here and see if we can get real advice, better advice. Any specific clear advice here? Any more advice? Any more advice for my Tauruses? Any more advice? Regarding the spread or in general? Okay, maybe this will be general advice because it's stalling out here. Any advice? Usually it's faster. Oh, here we go. Number 3. Okay. The number 3, the cup and the 0. Don't always be the person to offer. Don't always be the person to fall for it. So maybe you're falling for it. Maybe you're dealing with this person, but you're letting them play you because for whatever reason, they always have a reason. They always have a reason why you should be doing it and they shouldn't. And then you're basically roped in, right? Don't offer, and kind of almost like leave it to the other guy. Like, take a step back. Don't be the volunteer. Just don't be the volunteer here. Leave it up to somebody else, because again, this person is a habitual, like, they just seem needy. They seem needy, and they seem like they habitually do this. On the bottom, we have the road, okay, the key and the number 6. And then we have the door with the bridge. All right. So also, you don't have to make yourself a little scarce. You know, you don't always have to be there around this person. Or you can tell them, like, I'll be there this day. I'll be there on Wednesdays. Because otherwise, like I said, this person ends up expecting more than is reasonable and then getting angry about it. So the way that you deal with that is you set clear, like, a clear schedule, because the path is like when you're gonna go, when you're gonna help them with the 6, when you're gonna be there to do all the crap that they need you to do, but the key's in your hand. So it's like you've planned it out beforehand, and you're not letting them play you as much. You're not letting them play you, and you're kind of setting the schedule on your terms. The bridge with the door is setting like a date and time, but basically doing it on your terms. Not letting the person set a ridiculous expectation that's on their terms. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. On the bottom, we do have the mouth with Pluto. Hold on, this is actually getting kind of interesting because now we're starting to dig into the psyche of this person a little bit more. The mouth and Pluto. The mouth and Pluto, the 5 with the sword and the number and the skull and crossbones. That's all the requests they have because of all of their problems that they have. It's like, I have chronic back problems, Pluto. I have chronic anything. 5, it's hard for me. I can't do it. The skull and crossbones. You can do it. Look at you. You're physically fit. Again, they can say what they need to say. Like I said, this person is a player. This person, it could even be an old person who plays people to do everything they need them to do because they know what they need to say to get through, to hit people's buttons, to get people to empathize, and to get people to feel bad for them and then do it because of that. And like I said, it sets it up for a bad dynamic. It sets it up for a bad dynamic that ends up with too high of an expectation and belligerence, you know? Okay, that is your reading, Taurus. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to follow the channel, subscribe if you don't want to miss these videos. And if you want to see more videos, I have a Patreon account. So links for that are below and in my profile. Check that out. See you guys next time.